Chosen one, you've been hidden, not overlooked, but preserved. While others raced for attention, you were being positioned for something eternal. Your silence wasn't failure. Your invisibility wasn't rejection. It was God's strategy. Just as David tended sheep in obscurity long before he faced Goliath, your hidden seasons have been shaping you for moments only heaven could orchestrate. He chose David, his servant, and took him from the sheep pens. Psalm 78:70. No spotlight, no applause, just obedience in the shadows. You've served faithfully in places that felt too small for your calling. You've been present in rooms where your value went unseen, not because you lacked purpose, but because the time of your unveiling hadn't come. God was guarding the gift inside you, protecting it from premature exposure. You weren't planted in those environments for their sake. You were stationed there by divine assignment. People may have misunderstood your presence, confused your availability with obligation, even assumed they had permanent access to you. But what they didn't realize was that your presence was never theirs to control. It was God's to command. Now, the hiding is ending. Quietly, powerfully, God is lifting the veil. This is not about departure for the sake of distance. It's about revelation. When you leave, there may be no grand exit, no announcement, but the absence will echo. It will clarify what your presence carried all along. You were never stuck. You were planted with purpose. And now, heaven says, it's time to bloom in full view. Chosen one, elevation often begins with quiet separation. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next season, not because you're leaving people behind, but because God is lifting you forward. Think of Abraham. When God called him, the instruction was clear. Leave your country, your people, and your father's household, and go to the land I will show you. Genesis 12:1. No detailed map, no crowd to follow, just a command that required courage and surrender. Abraham obeyed, and history shifted. You're in a similar place now. What once felt like connection may now feel like confusion. Spaces that used to feel safe now feel suffocating. That's not abandonment, that's alignment. God is pruning not to hurt you, but to protect what He's building in you. The next stage of your calling demands greater clarity and fewer distractions. Some relationships were only designed for the valley, not the mountain. Some conversations were meant for your past, not your purpose. And yes, it hurts to release what once felt essential. But what God is about to reveal requires room. You're not arrogant for stepping back. You're not unloving for choosing peace over performance. You're being refined. Guarding your spirit isn't selfish, it's stewardship. The oil on your life is sacred, and not everyone can honor its weight. God isn't just changing your circle, He's shifting your spiritual altitude. And as you rise, don't fear the silence. Don't cling to what can't go, because the further you walk in obedience, the more obvious it becomes. Destiny never travels in crowds. Chosen one, when God moves you, it won't just be a shift, it will be a statement. Some people won't realize who you truly were until you're no longer within reach. And that's by design, not mistake. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his brothers, forgotten in prison, misjudged by men. But when the appointed time came, God didn't just elevate him, He orchestrated a full circle moment. The same brothers who sold him were now bowing before him, Genesis 45:3. And instead of revenge, Joseph responded with forgiveness. His rise wasn't just about power, it was about prophecy fulfilled, pain redeemed, and legacy restored. You've been walking quietly, faithfully, often overlooked by those who only noticed what they could see. They didn't recognize the depth, the warfare, the oil on your life. They assumed your silence was weakness, your waiting was delay, your separation was failure. But your exit is not retreat, it's revelation. The Lord will fight for you, you need only to be still. Exodus 14:14. God is the one pulling you out of places that no longer match your mission, not to punish, but to position.